The Leadership Link: How Management Quality Impacts Employee Engagement abstract. This paper explores the critical relationship between management quality and employee engagement within organizations. Through a review of relevant academic literature, the essay establishes definitions of employee engagement and its key dimensions. A research-based framework is presented outlining the specific linkages between effective leadership behaviors and higher engagement among staff. Practical applications are then discussed through examples from technology, healthcare, and education sectors to illustrate how communication, autonomy support, recognition, and vision sharing by managers translate to enhanced employee commitment, motivation, and satisfaction on the job. The conclusion reinforces that strong, empathetic leadership remains fundamental to cultivating psychologically fulfilling work experiences shown to inspire high involvement and performance. Organizations are advised to prioritize people-focused leadership development to bolster competitive advantage through engaged workforces. As a longtime organizational consultant and researcher, one area I have explored extensively is the relationship between leadership and employee engagement within organizations. Through my work with various companies across different industries, I have seen firsthand how critical the quality of management is in driving engagement among teams. Today we will explore the research foundations surrounding this link, as well as practical insights and real-world examples of how strong leadership can foster higher engagement levels to positively impact performance. Defining employee engagement before delving into the connection with management quality. It is important to establish a common understanding of what constitutes employee engagement. Simply put, employee engagement refers to the individual's involvement and satisfaction with as well as enthusiasm for work. Harter, Schmidt and Hayes, 2002, p. 269. At its core, engagement reflects how dedicated, involved, and motivated employees feel towards their work and organization. Marcos and Sridevi, 2010. Highly engaged employees feel a stronger connection with their company, are more satisfied and productive in their roles, and are significantly less likely to exhibit behaviors like turnover intentions. Barrick, Thurgood, Smith, and Courtwright, 2015. Sachs, 2006. Several key dimensions drive engagement levels. These include alignment with company values, belief that work is meaningful, feeling supported by leadership, having appropriate resources to do the job well, opportunities to learn and grow, and experiencing a sense of community with coworkers. Macy and Schneider, 2008. Employee engagement surveys commonly measure these aspects to understand where an organization is excelling or needing improvement according to employee perceptions. The link to management quality through both my consulting work and review of academic literature. A clear theme has emerged: management quality stands out as one of the most crucial determinants of engagement. Cartwright and Holmes, 2006. Kim, Kolb, and Kim, 2013. Richard Oll, 2010. Leaders play an instrumental role in shaping many of the core drivers noted earlier, like perceived support, resources, growth opportunities, and workplace culture. When managers demonstrate strong interpersonal skills, show care for employee well-being, provide timely feedback and recognition, openly communicate the company vision, and give staff autonomy over their work, they foster higher levels of involvement, enthusiasm, and satisfaction. The specific linkages are summarized below. Effective communication from leaders allows employees to understand expectations, have input into decisions, and feel informed of organizational changes impacting their roles. Purcell, 2014. Zhang, 2016. This promotes clarity, transparency, and drive towards shared objectives. Supportive leadership boosts perceptions that management genuinely cares about employee needs. Wellness and Development, Leroy et al. 2012. Sachs, 2006. Feeling valued diminishes burnout and inspires greater work engagement. Visionary guidance helps employees derive meaning and purpose from their contributions by connecting individual roles to bigger company goals. Attridge. 2009. Fairlie, 2011. Understanding the why behind work fosters passion and dedication. Development-focused managers who offer coaching create opportunities for employees to expand skills and abilities over time. Bakker and Demaruti. 2007. Khan, 1990, _ Continuous growth improves competence and career opportunities. Translating to increased job satisfaction. Assigning autonomy over work processes and decision-making within defined boundaries empowers employees with more control and accountability. Enabling intrinsic motivation. Deci and Ryan, 1985. Jong and Bartle, 2010. Feeling ownership over tasks promotes deeper engagement. Recognition of good performance through regular feedback and rewards communicates that efforts are valued while also incentivizing future high achievement. Rich et al. 2010. Sachs, 2006. Proper acknowledgement spurs increased motivation and morale. As such, strong, empathetic management lies at the core of engagement by fulfilling many of employees' basic psychological needs at work. When leaders establish these connections, individuals experience their jobs as far more meaningful while feeling empowered, motivated and supported, leading to notably higher engagement levels. Practical applications across industries. Having explored the theoretical foundations, I will now discuss some real ways the leadership-engagement relationship plays out across different organizational contexts based on my client work. Technology companies. At a large tech startup I consulted for, engagement surveys showed room for improvement, especially among engineers. However, interviews with staff revealed leaders were often too focused on goals and lacked interpersonal skills. By training managers on active listening, empathy and coaching, they fostered closer bonds with direct reports. This translated to empowered engineers who were more committed to executing ambitious projects. 6 months later, the same roles saw marked increase in engagement as measured by passion for work and pride in company direction. Healthcare industry. At a hospital network, nursing staff experienced burnout partly due to bureaucratic management. Leadership workshops focused on better communication, autonomy support and recognizing small wins using one-on-one check-ins. Nurses report appreciating feeling respected and autonomy to problem solve within patient care protocols. This autonomy paired with appreciation led to greater job satisfaction and reduced turnover intent compared to other units with traditional management styles. Higher education university staff felt disconnected from the bigger institutional mission and struggled with constant change. Department heads employed vision sharing, community building, and transparency around decisions, embedding these practices in 1:1s. This helped staff derive renewed meaning and purpose as campus ambassadors through understanding impacts of their work. Subsequent surveys revealed stronger emotional connection with the university amongst these teams, marking higher engagement levels. As these cross-industry examples illustrate, leadership strategies empirically tied to engagement like supportive communication, autonomy, recognition, and vision sharing consistently foster stronger identification, commitment and motivation when implemented practically. Organizations able to adapt management approaches to fulfill such intrinsic needs through a people-first lens stand to substantially boost performance by way of engaged, dedicated teams. Conclusion: research and practical evidence strongly substantiates the foundational importance of management quality in driving employee engagement across functional areas and company types. Leaders play an outsized role in cultivating the types of psychologically fulfilling work experiences shown to inspire high involvement, satisfaction and enthusiasm on the job. By focusing on continuous development of interpersonal competencies like empathy, active listening, communication, autonomy support and recognition, Managers can meaningfully address core employee needs that fuel engagement. Organizations that prioritize strong, values-driven leadership will likely realize material competitive advantages through motivated, empowered workforces. Further, this practitioner essay aims to serve as a useful reference for any leadership seeking everyday ways to strengthen connections with their teams and foster optimal individual and team performance through enhanced engagement.